Christmas, a time of joy, filled with spending time with loved ones, making memories, sharing laughs, and giving gifts. Truly the greatest time of the year. But what happens when gift giving goes horribly wrong? When one innocent gift causes more harm than good? That's what we are here to talk about, when Christmas becomes a haunting nightmare. This is the 12 Days of Spookmas.
A little crooked.
We're a little crooked right now. We just got back from Five Below. And, ow. I haven't even turned the car on yet. I should do that. There were so many people in there, dude. Like, it...
Yeah, by the end we're like, I'd like to leave.
Sorry. That upset
The
me.
checkout was so weird.
Yeah, I know. It was like self-checkout, but there was a person at the self-checkout. I haven't really been in there much. I've never bought anything from there. So it was like, what the freak. But welcome to day 6. And it's really sunny. We look like we were just cast out of heaven. Oh wait, no. No.
We were cast out of heaven.
Yeah, we look like we were not cast out of heaven. God don't hate me. Earlier, we were driving and the sun came out and Carly was like, oh, you made a comment. We were driving past a church and
Yeah.
she was like, hail Satan!
Today is Sunday and there was a bunch of cars and I was like, hail Satan! And then we kept driving and like right in my eyeballs the sun came out and was like burning my fucking retinas. And I was like, I'm sorry I said hail Satan, I didn't mean it. And then the clouds covered the sun and I was like, okay, thank you. Good Lord.
Dude, it was bright as hell. Brighter than my damn future.
Well. It's not hard to do.
But I hope you guys are enjoying
It took you an incredibly long time to swallow.
I was trying not to gag. I hope you guys are enjoying the 12 Days of Spookmas. Today's topic, I remember it is Tickle Me Elmo.
I think one of my kids had a Tickle Me Elmo at one point.
No, because they're defective and they will start talking on their own. And I don't need that. I have enough problems in my house as it is. There are lots of cars right there.
There really is.
How did it get so busy? It's only 2:15. The hustle and bustle of Peoria, Illinois. But I wanted to tell a story because it's funny. Once a week, me, Carly, and Owen, we play Crazy 8.
Did you not hear a dog?
No, I heard honking. Anyway, we play Crazy 8 once a week at night because it's my serotonin for not wanting to kill myself.
She's fine, don't do a wellness check.
So I'm okay.
She ate some beans, it's gonna be okay.
We're good. But I was not winning. I was losing very badly. And I was like, oh man, I got the nervy squirties. And I like started shitting myself and like it sounded like a spring. And Carly was like laughing really hard about it. And then a couple rounds later, she tried to say it, but she said nervy scurvy.
You got the nervy scurvies.
I was like, scurvy? I don't have scurvy. And you were like, no, I really sound like a pirate. Arg.
Because I had said something about being a pirate or something a few minutes earlier, and then I said nervy scurvies, and I was like, well, now I do sound like a pirate.
The other day when we were on the way to Chicago, Jordan was in the back seat and he farted and me and Ryan didn't know about it, and all of a sudden I hear Jordan giggling and I breathe in and my nose burned so bad. Like I'm pretty sure there's no nose hair left. Like it was a spicy ass fart. and it was because this man went
We went to Avanti's last week. He just kept eating the bread, and he didn't notice that he just kept eating the bread. And when we were leaving, he was counting the things of bread that the waitress, she's like our favorite waitress ever, she had brought him 3 things of bread, and he ate all of it. I had 2 pieces, and he ate so much bread, and so he was so constipated that the next day when we went to Chicago, he was just farting, and it smelled like sewer.
Or me and my sister, I always say names, and then I'm like, wait a minute.
Is this a story to add in? Is she gonna watch this and be like, take that down right now?
You can, or you can take it out, I don't care. But I'm telling you, we were sitting in the car, and my dad calls me. So I'm on the phone with my dad. Well, she just shits her drawers, and the heat's blowing, and I'm on the phone with my dad trying not to barf, and he's like telling me a story, and I'm like, uh-huh, and then I roll down the window and I'm like, and she's just over there dying laughing, but she gassed out the entire car.
I love it when that happens. I have so much change in my pocket right now that it's weighing me down. Are there any wheat pennies? Ah! I just got a penny up my cooter. Got some copper in the cooter. A copper cooter. A cop recruiter.
You're a cop recruiter?
The elf came to Carly's house. He was on top of the crisis tree. Did you find your jumping spider?
No. Also, the elf fell asleep last night and forgot to move.
Uh-oh.
There was very disappointed children this morning.
Uh-oh.
I said, oh, it was rain and she couldn't go anywhere.
Is that what you said?
Yep.
Were they like, oh, okay.
Yep.
What happened?
She's water intolerant. She's allergic to rain, okay? I'm sorry.
But it's 2:20, ow, my elbow. It's 2:20 and we're gonna go to McDonald's and fuck some shit up there. Masturbate in the bathrooms.
No, we're not gonna do that. God damn it. I don't know who let you be on the internet, but it was a bad idea.
You were there when I started making videos, and in 2019, we were friends, and you never told me it was a bad idea. You were like, go for it.
Well, you know what? Sometimes I make bad choices too, okay? Also, if anybody is dramatic, that's a joke. I don't think that she should not be on the internet, but I kind of do, but it's fine.
It's not fine. But like, this is what we're looking at. This is it. And there's a motherfucking Wendy's right there. There's a bitch backing in. There's Target. We just came from there. There's a PetSmart, but like this is like a road where people go down. And we honked, and I thought the lady driving by flipped us off, but she did not. She was arranging her purse. I am not a purse person. I'm a backpack kid. I think that's all I got right now. I'll probably update you after I go to McDonald's and eat, because I haven't eaten today. All I've had is this Starbucks.
Me too.
Starbucks.
Jesus Christ.
I know that ain't no reindeer. I know that's a truck. You cannot put antlers and a nose on that and expect me to believe that that's Rudolph. That is not Rudolph. That is a truck in disguise, okay? You cannot fool me. I ain't that dumb.
Can I do it?
Mm-hmm.
I don't.
Tickle Me Elmo. Today's video starts off with a personal story. When I was in high school, there was a guy named Robbie in my special needs class who is nonverbal autistic and has cerebral palsy, so he has to be pushed around in a wheelchair. He always carried around a Tickle Me Elmo, and it was never far away. He was always tickling it and making it laugh at all hours of the day. If he was being pushed around in the hallways, you could hear him before you saw him because Elmo would be cackling away. Needless to say, Robbie was obsessed with this thing. And, if you haven't guessed already, it drove us nuts. Every Wednesday, Robbie and Zach, who had the same condition, and the 2 educational assistants that took care of them, would board a bus to go swimming at the local YMCA. We took Wednesday as a much welcomed Elmo free day. Or so we thought. On several occasions, we would be working away on our assignments, and Elmo would be sitting on a table far away from us.
So you could imagine our surprise when Elmo suddenly burst out laughing. And Robbie wasn't even in the building. On top of being annoying, I felt that the laughing sounded more maniacal than cute, and I couldn't help picturing a person in a straitjacket making that same noise. Looking back on it now, Elmo had been dropped a few times, so there was probably something broken. But having a Tickle Me Elmo laughing maniacally on a table was deeply unsettling to me. These incidents continued for almost a year until one day Elmo got tickled to death. I think we were all breathing a collective sigh of relief that day. Unfortunately for me though, I still carry a fear of the Tickle Me Elmo that is just as bad as my fear of porcelain dolls or clowns. Sorry Mike, I got a lot of dolls. So now that you've heard my Elmo horror story, let's dig into some history of how this laughing toy came into existence. The story starts in 1995 when Greg Hyman and Ron Dubrin created Tickles the Chimp, a plush monkey which had a computer chip that made it laugh when you touched it. In 1996, it was presented to Tycho Preschool, who liked the idea. At this time, Tycho didn't have the rights to the Sesame Street characters, but they did have the rights to the Looney Tunes characters. The result was Tickle Me Tasmanian Devil, which was successfully sold at the Warner Brothers store in California. Shortly after this, Tycho decided not to renew the rights to the Looney Tunes characters, and instead purchased the rights to the Sesame Street characters. The Tickle Me Elmo was released in July of 1996, and was an instant success with the public. This was partly due to Rosie O'Donnell, who featured the toy on her show. By the time Thanksgiving was over, all 400,000 were sold out. Tycho rushed to order 600,000 more, but the stores would be out of stock until they arrived. As a result, the Elmo-crazed public was thrown into chaos. With the Christmas shopping season right around the corner, people were flocking to the stores to try and get a Tickle Me Elmo before they sold out, sometimes resorting to violence in the process. 2 women in Chicago were arrested for fighting over the toy. In the streets, people were chasing delivery trucks, trying to buy the toys off the truck before they reached the stores. On December 14th, 1996, a Walmart employee in Fredericton, New Brunswick, was carrying one of the toys when he was suddenly trampled by a stampede of 300 people. He suffered a pulled hamstring, injuries to his back, jaw, and knee, a broken rib, and a concussion. By the end of December, the restock of 600,000 had sold out. And it wasn't just the stores that made a hefty profit. The market was also ripe with scalpers who were selling Tickle Me Elmos anywhere between $1,500 and $7,100. A radio station in Los Angeles held a charity auction, and a local pharmacy won the doll for $18,500. This is what sets the item apart from others on our list. It isn't so much the toy that's dangerous, but the mentality of the people, and the frightening lengths they would go to obtain one of these toys. I know that I, for one, would hate to be a store employee working in this madness back then. The only recall that can be found on the internet was a defect in the battery compartment that posed a choking hazard to children. What exactly this defect was is not clear, but Tycho was quick to fix it. On a more humorous note, there was a second recall issued in 1996, which claimed that asbestos fibers had been found in the batting used to stuff the toys. This recall turned out to be a hoax, however. The prankster had spelled Tycho as Tycho, which gave them away. You can still buy vintage Tickle Me Elmos on websites like eBay, or they still make the dolls today with more words and phrases included. Just be sure to watch your back and don't get caught in any stampedes.